battling. Very good choices here on this map. Get this
Raise
thing ready
up
to
on
get
both
pushes going and
sides.
defend well. We see the Dapples here in the middle. Gets taken out
Oh,
by a suction bomb he wasn't paying attention to.
Nope.
First pop goes to Pufferfish Party as they have map control advantage. Looks like they're
Oh,
gonna,
Stingray came
but
out.
the Stingray
Cannot
comes out
cancel.
here, and now
Are they going to
Rainmaker
make
has to
any
scramble.
progress with that?
as you can see, Pufferfish Party still a man down though on this push.
Got a flanking.
Get two
Now
down,
here
Able to
comes
take
defending
another
this guy
fight.
behind.
out.
Breakdown with the Nautilus.
3 down on the side of Thick Dot Lovers, and it's a
And he's
full
still
white.
going.
And now they're going to try to push the Rainmaker. And like I said, they're going up the middle to get that easy points. Looks like they're going to give us 20, but the Rainmaker
Oh.
stopped. It's another
They
white,
have to
though.
get rid of Fresh.
As
They have to get rid
Zap
of
gets
Fresh.
another kill. They're going to pot the Rainmaker immediately,
Fresh is
trying to
on
get it up there and get it below sub 20 points. This is a good starting push here for Pufferfish Party.
Good starting
2 go
push for
down.
TTL. They've got below 20. TTL's making. Oh, Rainmaker taking
Still
out. They keep
going.
pretty even sides.
Job there, saving the inkjet to take out that Rainmaker. But a very nice push for Pufferfish Party, taking it below sub 20, like I said. Now, they just got to keep mid control, have their specials ready, and keep a great defense, and they can win the game.
You're getting the teams mixed up. TTL is the purple. TTL.
Yeah, about to say TTL is purple.
Yep. Made the resets. Only one left on
Yep.
Pufferfish. Nice pick there. Splashdown was not canceled. Got another very nice double.
Oh, that's 2. Right now, Pufferfish Party,
Nice
they have to
2 kills
have
there.
to really regroup and regain that map control over in that midsection. Like you said, that midsection means so much on this map.
Dueling Sting. It was always interesting.
Right, 2 rays go down, and once again, Pufferfish Party has advantage here, but the Carbon is behind them. Pufferfish Party needs to seek out this Carbon, and they pick the Rainmaker. Not very organized pickup right there, as he's pushing mid alone. Looks like he's going to get picked up relatively easy now, as they are now 2 down, and Dick Dollovers once again has map control advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This could actually be a good chance for... Oh, no. Now these teams are even again. And now Pufferfish Party down 2 members again with only the inkjet and the armor.
Pufferfish needs to regroup. They need to reorganize if they want to make a nice push and get anywhere with this. They keep trying to run in solo, and they make some nice picks that way, but they can't get any sort of push organized.
Here's a Ray. Ray does its job, but also gets picked out.
Pufferfish Party playing a very strong defense, but as I said, Rainmaker, you want to be on the offensive, so the need to get off their back foot here and get a push going. Armor is pop. Let's see if they can find some picks and mix it happen, but the Nautilus goes down with a trade with the roller, and it seems that Pufferfish Party can't seem to get into mid because Thick Dot Lovers are just sitting there waiting for them to push back in.
Pufferfish let it reset. I'm not sure if that's the choice I would have made there. Wasn't that far off the mid. See who gets the next spot, or if it already popped.
Here comes the armor from Fresh. Splashdown does also gets canceled. 2 go down on the side of Pufferfish Party again with only the Ray left.
Going to rely on this Ray here to stop the push, and he's waiting to pop it. They know it's coming. There's the Ray. It's popped now, waiting back in the middle, waiting for opportunity, but the Dapples go down, and then the Dapples here, and all this on Pufferfish Party gets the pick, but they are 3 down once again. The last one is that B Heavy, and now they're in trouble. As
Pufferfish Party actually needed that break really badly.
Yes, they do. Like I said, like Dick Dollover just has so much mid control, and they just can't seem to find a way around it. They just select a strong defense. They are 2 down once again. But maybe about to go 3 now. It's a flavor behind from the roller. Takes out the Rainmaker.
Flank all the way around. They knew they were isolated.
Yes, they were.
This might be their
now we see Dick Dollover with the Rainmaker. They can just sit it here in the mid and win the game. Looks like game 1 is going to Dick Dollover. It's a very dominant performance shown here by Dick Dollover. Great game to them.
So I want to talk about something specifically of what we saw in this match. It felt like Pufferfish Party was just stuck in the defensive position like the entire time. You talked about it earlier, how aggression and specifically keeping that mid control is a big part of this map. It seemed like once the Thigh Lovers had their foot on the gas pedal, they never let it go.
Yes, exactly. That's the kid of Rainmaker. Like as you saw by the KAs, that roller just got 19. That's very high KA, and that shows that Pufferfish Party, each time they would try to come back into mid, they would just get taken out by thick Thigh Lovers, and a very strong performance from them. So coming into this next match, thick Thigh Lovers needs to set up Pufferfish Party needs to set up a stronger aggression because they just can't. They're definitely losing their fights. They got to start winning their fights. It could be a skill difference, but I feel like that Pufferfish Party can maybe turn this around with the right comps and the right.
I feel like it can be a skill difference, but I also feel like it's more of a positioning difference. As you noticed, there was a couple of situations to where Pufferfish Party sent just 2 people on their own, and they got completely surrounded.
Yeah, like the roller went around for a flank, and Pufferfish Party didn't see it, and that's what cost them their last push. They didn't see. The thing is, I want to say they had opportunity, but Thigh Lovers denied them every opportunity they had for a push. They 100%. They pretty much gave them no opening, so they couldn't do anything. So coming into this next game, they need to pop their specials accordingly, force an opening, and then find a way to win the game off of that. Because we all hate to see another 3-0 happen after that first match we win the third today. Going into this next match, what's the map and mode for the next one?
All right, I'll bring that up in 1 second because the next map and mode.
Ooh.
We have Piranha Pit Splat Zones coming up next. Gonna bring that up one more time.
I'm kind of worried for Pufferfish Party on this one because it seems like the Thigh Lovers has already established that they can be aggressive, have already established that they're not afraid to go in, that they're not afraid to go for these risky flanks in order to make things happen.
Right. I feel like that thick Thigh Lovers has a major advantage here on this map because once you set up an aggressive like front, you can have so much control here in this map and lock out the other team. And I feel like that's what thick Thigh Lovers will go for here. Pufferfish Party needs to control each side of the map in order to win. And I feel like that if they can do that, they can find a way to beat thick Thigh Lovers here.
What is your opinion on it being a double zone map? I know there's a lot of people who hate double zones on principle, and there's other people who go, it's a really nice experience. I like double zones. I like being able to just keep the other people from scoring points by just getting half of it. But some people...
Yeah, I agree. Occasionally, I do feel like double zone maps are pretty fun to play on. And I do expect to see the clear dapple dualies to stay on both sides because as we saw, these clear dapple dualies, like on Pufferfish Party, that's the only aggression they really have is a clear dapple dualies. They're going to solely rely on them to get their picks and get mid control. So I don't expect too much of a comp change coming out from either teams. Stingray is also still good here, especially when used vertically on the map.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, do you really want to trade that Ray for something like do you really want to keep that Ray or do you want to trade it for something possibly like a bomb rush, something in order to maintain both zones? Because the thing with double zone maps is that you have a lot more commitment that you have to work with.
Right. But as I said, it's Piranha Pit. And I feel like Stingray does a lot more damage than people realize, especially even though the teams that have an armor.
We're about to find out. Pufferfish Party in green.
Neither.
TTL in pink.
Ooh,
I see a on both sides.
Trade to the Tetris here on thick Thigh Lovers. That's a very good pick, and I'm liking the comp they're running here. And we see the Slasher go here immediately goes and finds a pick on the dapples. That's huge. 2 go down the side, 3 go down on the side of Pufferfish Party. It's a full wipe. Nice. Like I said, the aggression setup able to get a control, and now they're gonna go for the lockout.
This is the hardest part specifically in this map. If you're on the defensive side, if you're the one having to play defense, it's very difficult to get back in because all of your openings are very predictable.
Right. Tetris goes down here on South Dakota Love It. That's the opening that Pufferfish Party needs. They got to take advantage of it. And as they're going to do so, as they pick up the Zap 2, they'll see the saucer flanking there, and they're going to go 3 down.
Zone
Oh, there we
Pufferfish Party
go.
makes a nice
We're having
pushback in.
flip-flops all
Great
over
job
the-
coordinating their specials to control the zone.
Flip-flops all over the place here. One side, the other side. Are we going to see a lead change, or can they get it back?
This could very easily be a lead change. This is definitely where it could change here.
Yep, 1 point.
But one goes down.
But will they keep the zones now, or are they? Because they're close to losing them.
Right.
The Bombers
but
comes out.
Two go down on the side of Pufferfish Party, and Thick Dog Lovers come back to the zone, and they are going to prove that recap of zone was a fluke, as their penalty isn't very high. They don't have a lot to chew through, and as they can very well easily knock it out here if Pufferfish Party isn't careful.
Got another lead change. Pufferfish trying to push
you
their
go.
way back in.
Pressuring the knot,
Nice trade.
but 2 go down.
Oh.
3 go down on the side
down
of
on-
Dick Lovers. Only one left with the
Lovers,
Tetris,
are
but
they
he's
gonna
being
stay back, or
surrounded.
are they-
But he finds a pitch. The Tetris is still alive on the Dick Lovers. The zone has not been flipped, and they're going to hold it.
That's
Oh.
going to be a terrible
That's gonna-
one for 'em. That might.
That's
be-
another
Oh.
white. That's another
That was
white.
Three down and they
Pufferfish
couldn't
Party's
cap
one
zone.
opportunity.
3 down and they couldn't keep zone. That's a big. That's
You have to take out the Tetris on a map like this, or else this will happen is they are going to continue their lockout. 3 down, another wipe, and that's going to be game.
Oh.
yep. That's game.
It's just like what I talked about, as Thick Dot Lovers had a major advantage there because they're such an aggro team. And then
Yeah.
once they got in, they just kept getting picks after picks after picks, and then completely stopped them on the side of Pufferfish Party. They had no way back in.
Those dualies popped off 13 splats and assists.
Definitely.
Yes.
Stormy
yes,
talking
indeed.
about like how like you got to take out the Tetris on a map like that. You give Tetris space, they'll take a whole mile.
Yeah. You have to. They had them surrounded. I'm so surprised they didn't get the pick. But when you give Tetris like that much, like you said, you get Tetris that much room, they can capitalize. And just that small opening that Tetris had, he capitalized, able to wait and let their team come back in and keep control of the zone. And that's where they would knock it out. At that moment, Pufferfish Party should have took control of the zone, but instead they go down to the Tetris single-handedly, and that's what cost them that match.
I think in that moment that like whoever specifically was left on Pufferfish Party, I believe it was the Neo Splash. Whoever was left on Pufferfish Party should have waited because they had a man advantage. They could have been able to wait, group up with that one person, been able to team up to take out this Petra.
Yeah.
And instead,
exactly.
They chose the desperation tactic.
It was unneeded, and that's the issue here with these lower level teams. They think that each time a point goes down, it's the end of the world, and they try to go and miss it and happen. It's okay for a team to get to a certain point. Just make sure you're able to bounce up and capitalize, and that's what separates top level from lower level. Is because top level players are not afraid to let their opponents get down to a certain point, while lower level players are, and they just act in desperation to try to stop them from getting points.
All right, we've got a sub on Pufferfish's side. So.
Oh.
Yep.
Ooh.
So sub coming in for Pufferfish Party.
Sub coming in for Pufferfish Party. We'll see how that affects it. Maybe this will help them turn it around. Especially since coming up next, we're going to have Clam Blitz on Snapper.
Ooh.
Indeed. This is a very popular Clam Blitz match for the competitive community. Once again, I won't be surprised if we do keep Stingrays, as it's good for like the middle basket push, but I feel like that the teams would probably switch to like maybe an Ink Storm, a Bomb Rush, and possibly a Booyah Bomb, you know? If they're staples. And don't be surprised you see Bubbles. Bubbles are broken there, especially for Clam Blitz for obvious reasons.
Oh, my Foil Squeezer is one of the most dominant things for very, very horrific reasons.
Yes. I've played against so many fantastic squeezer players in my comp career, and they destroyed me.
Oh,
Not only with their bubbles, but with the weapon itself, especially when they're active.
yeah.
It's very scary and hard to deal with.
Bubbles are just so powerful here. If you get them off near the basket, you're protected from 2 or 3 angles.
Yep.
Yes, exactly.
Easily.
And then you combo up these bubbles with an ink armor, a maybe an ink storm, and maybe a bomb rush. It's trouble.
Oh,
You can't do anything. It's because like it's essentially a free score for the enemy team. Like you have to let them score and you have to wait. If you try to go in and stop their push, you're gonna die and wipe, and they can just instantly KO. So you gotta be very patient when the other team is pushing bubbles here.
All right, well, we're going to see what they've decided in just a few seconds now because we are going into game 3. Pufferfish,
nice.
Indeed.
it's Pufferfish's last chance to bring this back. Are we going to
Yep.
see a 3-0 or are we going to see the start of a reverse sweep?
Let's see what happens. Thick Thigh Lovers up
I'm
2-0
hoping
in this
for a
set.
reverse sweep. That would be exciting.
All right, we've got Pufferfish Party in green,
Ooh.
TTL in orange.
Oh,
Is
two
that
sculptures.
what I think it is? That is a
Two
double
sculptures,
custom
both
dually
filled
sculpture.
both with MPU. They're going for kills. 2 ink
Going for the
storms.
free
That's
shot.
very unorthodox. And then a junior going straight armors. They're going to go straight in and be very aggressive and slide in and pick up clans and take control of each side. And let's see how it goes for them as they're going to find a pick.
There goes the first
The junior
pick.
finds
Certainly
2
playing
picks.
aggressive
3's
right off the
down
bat.
once again.
And that's the
It's
White.
a full
White.
wipe again.
But does TTL have
It's a
any
full
plans
wipe
to make the big
again.
push already? Yeah, they might. They've got 2
They-
power clams right off the bat.
Dick Die Lovers
Oh, and they made it
again
over
wiping
they made it
Pufferfish
over
Party
the
at the
ink rail.
beginning.
They made it over
But
the
they
ink
get
rail.
2.
With
But
the
Pufferfish Party
rail.
set up a strong defense getting 2. But I don't think they're going to get any more points. I mean, it's a good starting push. That's a very good starting push for Dick Die Lovers. And now they're working their way towards a knockout if they can set up for another push.
The thing is, specifically in this situation, mainly what Thick Thigh Lovers have to mainly keep control of is that midsection. If they can keep control of that entire midsection, it's very difficult for the enemy team to push
Well,
up.
let's take a quick
And right now,
glance
they've got
see
their
just
foot
what
on the
that
gas.
Section is doing because looks like the mid
Nice
itself is
pick.
pretty well divided.
Indeed. And we're seeing some nice picks coming out of South on these dualies on Purpose Party. He is just popping up, and they're going to get the push of their
Oh,
own.
Ooh, here we
With
go.
and Bubble was sitting there waiting for them.
Oh,
But no! They
was,
stopped the push, and they missed the clams. Oh, that's a big choke. And now they're
the
white. And now
is going to really
Dick-
hurt. 'Cause they gave them a free,
yes, and
they gave
now
them a
Dick
free
Dollar
power
is going to
clam that
waste
way.
no time going to their basket and maybe getting a push in their own. They have Ink Storm. They have all their specials ready. They're going to
Oh,
throw them
both
out
of
now.
them.
But Pufferfish
down,
Party set
two
up a strong defense.
2 down.
Oh, look at these Ink Storms just coming in,
Double-
rolling in, and they
double
just
back.
can't stop on this.
Oh.
Who's on the 38?
Oh.
3 out. That's a wipe again. And that's 12. This
And
could be
they're jumping
game.
They could knock this out. They could knock this out.
They missed that power clam. But they got it back.
15. And that is a amazing push for Thick Thigh Lovers. And sadly, they're not going to be able to get any more. But Purpose Party needs to find picks, needs to find back control, needs to combine their specials if they want to win.
This just looks so rough, so difficult. You know, you're in a situation now, you're down 2-0 in the games, and right now you're down at least 65 points.
What
in
an amazing cancel. Wow. And they're going to go straight for the basket again. They do not care. They're wasting no time being aggressive. He finds 1 pick. Can he find 2? No, he does not. He goes down to the splash. And now they're going to set up another defense. But Dick Dollar has complete control of their right. And that's going to prove troublesome for them as this junior almost has armor again. So now they can get another push going if they so please.
Pufferfish does not enough clams to make a power push. They have to do something.
No.
They can't just play defense.
Oh, these dapples here on
Nice effort
Purpose
those
Party
dapples.
coming in
Those
the
dapples
clutch.
are doing really well.
Yes. Them dapples of Purpose Party really putting the team on his back. He's saying, I got you guys. We can still do this, but
You can't do
it has to
alone.
be a team
They can't
effort.
do it
One
alone.
person can't do it. And speaking of team effort, they're gonna go in for another team push here. The guy level 3 goes down,
No.
and who said this could be the
Wow.
It's
game?
gonna be a game.
That's a delay, Wyatt. Oh.
3-0 TTL.
3-0, thick thigh lovers. 3-0, pufferfish party.
Nice job there by Dick Lovers. They obviously have like I said at the beginning, it is somewhat of a skill difference, but at the same time, Dick Lovers has more coordination. They seem to have come in here with a game plan. They knew exactly
Yes.
what they wanted to do. It kind of just seemed like Purpose Party didn't have a game plan. So that's why they were losing to Dick Lovers.
It's like, I know you basically said it's not really that much of a skill gap, but like there's a point in every competitor's brain where you sort of like measure everybody else's skill compared to yours when it comes to the enemy team and when it comes to your own. And normally, either your play either goes up or it goes down, depending on what sort of player you are.
Right.
In this situation, thick thigh lovers, right after they figured after that, and I think it only took them one game to really figure it out, but after they figured out what they could get away with and what they could really do in situations that didn't really feel like they were supposed to happen, they just went full on the gas.
Yeah, they just went complete foot on the gas. They didn't let up at all. Once they figured out they were the more stronger, dominant team, it boosted their confidence mentally, and they started playing so much better out in the rest of the set. And like I said, Dick Dollar just has more experience, in my opinion. Like they've
Yes.
gone against, they have gotten destroyed by higher level teams in tournaments because they are not afraid to go venture out and get their butts kicked and get better. And that's why today they were so dominant against a team like Pufferfish Party because they were not afraid to get better as a team.
All right, well, Pufferfish Party's going to have a few weeks to try and get themselves back up to speed. They can look at this back later, figure out what went wrong, get better at it. But I'm
Get
going
those
to
VOD
start-
reviews in, man.
Our next matchup is going to be Clownfish versus Team Fighters. So, but before I go to our Be Right Back screen, I'm just going to take a moment. Thank everybody who's donated anything to our prize pool so far. We've got a few donations up, a few subscriptions. Briefly put up our staff for a thank you there. And I haven't updated this with the one match earlier yet, but as of the start of today, this was our standings with Clownfish, Deadlock Out, Castells.
Right.
That was TTL's first win. So they are going to be up to date. But right now I'm going to turn on the Be Right Back screen and we'll get our second group of people in.